Alam niyo ho, ang hirap turuan ng tao na mag-segregate ng basura. Kahit lagyan mo pa ng color-coded na mga trash bins, lagi pinagsasama-sama. People keep putting things together in the same containers. Hindi ma-distinguish ang nabubulok sa hindi nabubulok at doon sa mga recyclables. Well, kung kailangan natin ng solid waste management, kailangan din ho natin ng spiritual waste management. Tatlo daw yung basic principles of solid waste management. Segregate, compost, recycle. Segregate, pagbukod-bukurin. You separate the biodegradables from the non-biodegradables, the recyclables from the compostable, etc. Well, today's gospel convinces me na katulad ng material waste, our spiritual wastes should also be managed well if you do not want them to pollute your lives. Ako po'y taga Pampanga. And in Pampanga, we have a very peculiar word for anger or even resentment. Ang Kapampangan word for anger or resentment is sukalug. At yung sukal in Kapampangan means basura. So literally, we refer to resentments as basura ng kalooban. Spiritual trash or spiritual garbage. That means we are very conscious of the fact that aside from material waste, nag-generate din tayo ng spiritual trash. At yung spiritual trash, they can pollute our thoughts, our speech, and our feelings towards other people. Kaya minsan, masama tayong mag-isip. Minsan, masama tayong magsalita. Well, I think Jesus is expecting His disciples na matuto rin ng spiritual waste management if we want to live a blessed life. Diba, sabi niya sa Beatitudes, "Blessed are the clean of heart, for they shall see God." Mapalad ang marunong mag-spiritual waste management. That beatitude presupposes that there are instances in life when our hearts can become polluted, our minds also polluted by anger, resentment, envy, pride, malice, fears, insecurities, etc., etc., until we're not able to see goodness around us anymore. Ito yung pollutants sa kalooban natin that can sometimes push people to kill other people, to commit murder, to lie, to deceive, to commit false witnessing, to steal, to commit infidelity, to commit adultery, etc. Well, para kay Jesus, sin is pollution, the pollution of the soul. And so, in reaction to the Pharisees, who are so preoccupied with external purity and strict regulations about food, kasi daw, pag kumain sila ng some kinds of types of food, they might be contaminated or become spiritually impure. And Jesus questioned it. Sabi niya, it is not what enters your mouth that makes you unclean. Hindi yung sinusubo mo ang nagpapadumi sa'yo, kundi yung lumalabas sa bibig natin. It is rather what comes out of the heart, through your thoughts, through your feelings, through your words, through your actions. Well, it is certainly very hard to see God pag puno tayo ng spiritual basura inside. Sometimes, because of ill feelings, we tend to see only what is wrong in what others are doing. Eh talagang wala tayong makikitang mabuti sa tao. Walang makikita ang tao na mabuti sa labas niya kung masama ang loob niya. Our perceptions can get so colored and conditioned by our internal disposition. Kaya sa palagay ko, yung 3 principles of ecological solid waste management can also apply in our spiritual waste management. First of all, pag-aralan natin to segregate, meaning mag-sorting out naman tayo. The way we separate the biodegradables from the non-biodegradables. Ginagawa nyo rin yan pag naglalaba kayo. Yung mga colored at saka yung puti. You don't mix them together in the washing machine. Si St. Ignatius is teaching us also to sort out the things that come to our minds. Sabi niya, hindi lahat ng iniisip natin ay talagang atin. Some of them are from the good spirit, others are from the evil one. Everything else gets so polluted inside of us if we do not know how to sort out our thoughts and our feelings. And one form of segregating is distinguishing between person and action. Para kay Jesus, in order to learn mercy, we must learn to hate sin, but love the sinner nevertheless. When we are not able to sort out our feelings and emotions and our thoughts, the mix-up can drive us to commit sin. Sabi nga ni St. Paul in Ephesians chapter 4, verse 26, if you are angry, do not let it lead you to sin. Do not let the sun go down on your anger. Huwag daw nating ipagpapabukas ang galit natin. In short, huwag magtatanim ng galit. Secondly, learn to do spiritual composting or spiritual recycling. There are spiritual basuras that are best dissolved. Pero meron din na magandang i-recycle. There are those that are best forgotten and those that need to be remembered. Waste management teaches us to be selective even with our thoughts. Ang key word is selective. Even with our memories, not everything needs to be remembered. Okay lang na maging forgetful if it is about forgetting negative memories. Well, if we allow negative memories to keep rewinding sa ating pag-iisip, they can keep us in a permanent state of victimhood. Hindi tayo makakaranas ng healing pag ganyan. On the other hand, positive remembering is also part of spiritual waste management. It is a kind of creative recycling. The way you turn a discarded plastic bucket into a plant pot. You bring the experience back to your awareness only to learn lessons from past experiences to gain wisdom from it. There you are. Please, let us not allow our souls to get polluted. Matuto naman tayo. Segregate, compost, and recycle our spiritual wastes if we want to keep a healthy spiritual life.